Escabel and Eric Munson. With the basketball, Therian Hawkins. And that foul will go against Eric Munson. His first of the contest. Bronx and a man-to-man. New look Bronx team this year. 75% of the offense graduated last year. Starting just one returning starter from a year ago. That is Pablo Arreola. From the right side, Cage Johnson on the baseline with the floater, hits it.
And we are live.
We are live finally.
Ish.
May not be the greatest,
Yeah.
but we are live.
We're live-ish.
Hey, I can be live-ish than nothing at all. Cade Funk in the corner. Now they post up. Evan Pierce up front. 3 by Therian Hawkins. In and out, won't go. Maddox loses the handle on the rebound, and coming away with it is Cade Johnson. Out front is Cade Funk, and the Wildcats reset it. Wildcats in the home white uniforms, blue letters and numbers. Bronx in the road purple, black letters and numbers trimmed in gold. Arreola with the defense, switch out front. Hawkins dribbles near side, gives it off to Dinkle. Now back to Funk. Funk. And a charge. Eric Munson drawing the charge for the Bronx. That foul will go against Cade Funk. I've got a sheet for you, want it?
No, too late now.
What do you mean too late now?
Too late.
Foul underneath. I don't even know where they're at. Here they are.
I'll try.
Well, what do you want to keep? Munson
Nothing.
has the only bucket for Lakin.
Well, Lakin doesn't have a bucket, so.
Oh, no, I mean the only foul for Lakin.
Yep.
And number 3, Cade Johnson, has the points for Wallace County. Maddox Beltran with the free throw for Lakin. Maddox missed all last year due to the knee injury suffered in the football season. Pablo, the drive, the floater in the paint off the back rim won't go, and the rebound comes off to Coy Dunkel. Pablo will be called with the hand check, and I'll tell you what, the boys better watch out if they call it like that in this game like they did the girls' game in that first half with the hand checks. It's going to be called pretty tight, so they better watch it. Inbounds up the floor, Cade Johnson has it on the right wing for the Wildcats. Looking to drive, now finds Oldham. Oldham opening in the paint. Back up top to Maddox. Dish to Munson. Munson the 3 off the front of the rim. Won't go. Rebound comes off to Evan Pierce. Outlet to Hawkins. Crossover middle of the floor. Pass near corner. Funk. 3. In and out, won't go. Ball is loose. Baseline. Stepped on the end line. It'll go back to Lakin. Full court pressure by the Wildcats. 4.5 to go in the opening quarter. Not a lot of points so far. Wildcats lead at 2-1. Cross court, Munson. Back to Shaky. To Oldham. Oldham drive. The teardrop in the paint. It's short, but Maddox there with the feed we've got tonight with our YouTube. As we are every night, we're at the mercy of Wi-Fi, and hit them both. Wildcats with the 4-1 lead.
Well, at least everyone can for sure hear what's going on. May not be able to see it, though.
Munson. Pass back to Shaky, and that foul's going to be on Adric. 3 points a game last year. He's out front on Hawkins. He'll give it up to Dinkle. He has 4. Ritzma up the far side. Feed to Oldham. Ritzma saves it back in. 3 from the left side, and it's off the mark. Rebound comes off to Evan Pierce. Hawkins dribbles near side, gives it up to Johnson, who dribbles, now has it up top. Hawkins steps inside the baseline, reverse layup won't go. And the rebound and the putback, good.
Economic development or on the web at www.kearneycountykansas.com.
Under 2.5 to go first quarter. Bronx trail by 7. Full court pressure, ball is loose. Full court pressure, ball is loose, but coming away with it is Cade Johnson. Johnson dribbles through the pressure, kick near corner. 3 is good by Coy Dinkle. That stopped a 9-0 run for the Wildcats. That shot good by Cade Johnson. Lead is 10.
Oh, off the hands.
Is that on Drew?
That's what I'm trying to decide.
Now they're going to call it on Maddox.
Yeah.
Not very good on the indication of the numbers. Not very clear. The Wildcats is Kemper Benish. Oldham.
A lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides.
Oh, classic convertible.
And have since 1946.
Sweet pickup.
7 total. He's put up 2 tonight.
Perfect.
And he's 1 for 2. Pablo. Back to Munson. 3 from the corner. That's short. And the rebound comes off to the Wildcats. Cade Funk with it. He'll stop. Hand it off to Hawkins. Post Oldham. Wanting to lean in and shoots it over everything. Rebound to Hawkins. Up the floor. Intended for Johnson. Knocked away. But the Wildcats can the wing. Looked like he might have walked with it, but he turns it over on the baseline anyway. Ritzma back in for the Bronx. Just get it across the timeline. Shaky now double teamed in the corner. Ritzma with it in the paint. Won't fall in, but the rebound goes to Pablo. Dish to Shaky, running the paint and hits it. To go in the first half. Dink a long 3, got it. Oldham on the drive. Picks up the dribble, looking for help. Left side, Maddox with the 3. He's got 6 points.
Gonna be on Shaky.
And the foul, that'll be his 3rd.
Gotta be smart when you got 2 fouls. He is definitely not gonna win that battle there.
And we're gonna come to the other end to shoot the 1-and-1. 8 fouls apiece.
Should be 8 to 7. 7. They put it wrong. What?
I think Wallace County called a timeout.
Yeah, but they're
2 seconds. Oldham from the top of the key, won't go. But the Bronx finish out the half. We'll be back right after this.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at the one and only fantastic Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Red Ripsima established the Lakin Dairy in 1997 and is now a leading producer of high-quality milk for human consumption. The Lakin Dairy is proud to be a big part of the Kearney County economy and community. With fantastic, dedicated, and hard-working employees, the Lakin Dairy prospers in the heart of, as Fred calls it, the Midwest Feed Shed. Always supporting the Lakin High School students, the Lakin Dairy, a verified premium operation, is honored to call Kearney County home.
Bronx Maddox does have 2 fouls. For Wallace County, Kate has sorry about the dead air there. I was trying to get Coach Hall.
It was a little bit of game of runs. Felt like there was a stretch in that second quarter where we made some really good plays defensively, and then it led to some easy baskets. Late in the game, some turnovers. We pushed it to 20, let them get to about 15, then back to 20, and ended at 17. But a lot of that was kind of on us a little bit.
I had a chance to talk to Nate at halftime of your game. And right now, early, it looks like the pieces are fitting together.
Yeah, I think so. That team's going to be a decent team, I think,
so too.
In their division, in their class. The girl that scored 20 points for him is only a freshman. So that, things are looking up for them. That, to come in here and win by 17, I think is a little better than even our girls. Exactly what you said. Practice even thus far has been so much farther ahead of where we were last year, just because of the girls knowing expectations, knowing drills, knowing what we're looking for. It's been a fun start practice-wise.
And that carried over to a fun game tonight. I've got balanced scoring, and of course my scoring isn't perfect because we had some trouble getting on the air.
And in a 17-point win, and the fact that it was balanced is something I feel like it's going to be that way all year. And I think we can get even night in and night out.
Opportunity with those 2 girls underneath, I really think, to dominate a lot of basketball teams this year.
Yeah, and I think they want to. We got to do a better job of finding them and getting the ball to them, but also they got to do a much better job of finishing too.
All game, and sometimes you have to be a little bit more step back when you're in foul trouble. But Jara, for the shot she took, I thought she shot the ball well.
What did we have? Did we have four starters with 2 fouls in the first half?
Yes.
And had to sit them.
Yeah.
And crazy. And that's the balance that we have. Is feedback next week also. That's.
And got a chance to see Jordan McCombs, a freshman that's going to get a lot of minutes with you as well.
Yeah, she did a good job. I think she was a little nervous, a little more than what she probably will admit. But there were some plays and there were some things offensively and defensively that she kind of got a little sped up and forgot what she was supposed to do. But and it's a little bit tough because, for us in practice, she's been doing a good job of running the point. But tonight we had 2 or 3 point guards in at the same time, and I think it confused some of our girls at points in the third quarter.
Well, nonetheless, a great opening season win. Go to 1-0, and the Lady Broncs going to Goodland next week. Have a chance to go 2-0 for the first time since 2008. So
wow.
It's been a while since the Lady Broncs have started out 2-0, and they got a good shot at it next week.
All right, thanks a lot for that pressure there, Brett.
It's my pleasure. I always like to throw numbers out. But it's a team that you play next week in Goodland, a team that they did beat at the Goodland tournament last year. So it's a team that, with Norton, you do have some film. You know what to expect.
Yes, yeah.
I do have a little bit of experience with them. So
well, and I know you got to get back to the boys game, but that's not what we had tonight. This is a brand new coach, a lot of new players. That freshman that scores 20, we didn't know anything about her. Needed to do a better job on her, but we had no idea what to expect, because just because you're switching over to the from boys' side to the girls' side doesn't mean you're going to run the same stuff. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. But
Okay.
once again, congratulations on the win. We look forward to talking to you next week.
All right,
Matter of
sounds
fact,
good.
we'll talk to you in more JV games.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
All right,
right.
thanks, Coach.
Yep. See ya.
Lady Bronc head coach J.C. Holloway. Once again, the Lady Broncs with the season opening win tonight by the score of 59-42. We are underway. We'll slide Jared back in here and get us going. Broncs started with the opening position, missed the basket. Now on the other end, reverse layup, no good, but the rebound cleared by Evan Pierce. And we've got a 3-second violation on Wallace County, and it'll go back to the Broncs. Sorry, Jared, I do that to you constantly.
Yeah.
Put you behind
That's right. I got
on our clock.
There's only been one foul.
Yeah,
and we're
7:05
good
to go in our third quarter. Turnover out front.
Wait, and they called it on Coulter? It's the only number up there. I thought it was on Munson.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, dang. Okay. Well, that one's wrong.
Kate Johnson missed the layup. Might have been some contact there, but Johnson put the layup up behind the backboard. Don't normally see that very much.
It's legal.
Shaky. Drives the paint. Off the mark. Rebound. Battling out front.
There you go.
Off the knee of Cade Funk. Munson and Adrig battling to keep that ball alive. They'll keep it in the possession of the Broncs. Broncs currently on a 9-0 run to end the second quarter. They trailed by as many as 17 in that quarter. Lob. Oldham leans in, out to Maddox. 3 off the front iron, no good. Rebound to Therian Hawkins. Quick outlet, Funk up the floor
That's us.
and knocked away by Adric. Wallace
thought
County will keep it. I kind of thought Pierce might have
thought
got a
he
hand on
tipped
that.
it.
So the Wildcats will keep it on their baseline. 6:17 to go in the third. Far corner to Funk. Now out to Hawkins. They reset it out front. Oh, I was wondering if they were going to call the charge, but it's going to be a block on Maddox. There's going to be 3 fouls on Maddox. Second foul of the half for Lakin. Just do get it into Cade Funk before the 5-second call. Gives it up to Dinkle. Wildcats running the weave out front. Oh my goodness. We're going to get Eric Munson with the touch. Ross Ryder into the lineup for Lakin. Maddox with 3 fouls will come to the bench. Dinkle inbound on the near sideline. Backside cut. Kate Johnson hits the basket.
Saw that coming from a mile away.
Pablo over to Coulter. Now in the paint, short off the front of the rim, but Coulter wisely tips it off to Munson, and the Broncs keep it. Oldham. And he walked with it.
Picked up his back foot. And too bad, too, because that 3 went through.
Yeah, isn't that always the case?
Always.
Yeah.
Never fails.
You can hit your best shot that never counts.
Oh.
Pierce passed up the wide open shot from the low block. Adric dribbles two defenders in the paint.
Should have just went up.
Kicks it over towards Munson and stolen away. Layup on the other end, good by Cade Funk. And a timeout called by Lakin. 4:20 to go. Wallace County back out to a 14-point lead. We got a timeout as well. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
The Ranch House community is here to assist with skilled rehab, long-term care, and assisted living. We offer a serene atmosphere, dedicated staff, delectable dining, and daily activities. The Ranch House is here to serve our communities. Please review our site at midwest-health.com/ranchhouse/ or call 620-371-4700 to schedule your tour today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. Brett Hendricks along with Jared Hendricks. Jared checking some scores on his phone. Always checking on how his Bucks are doing.
Not good tonight.
Up Bronx, quick up the floor. Ritzma with the offensive putback.
Got a quick steal.
Near steal, but off the fingertips of Coulter. Bronx with full court pressure. Johnson with it. Near side to Hawkins. No trouble. Left wing, three from the corner. Good by Coy Dinkle. Dinkle in double figures now with 12. Ritzma, the runner, in the paint.
Long.
Too strong off the flat of the rim. Ryder tosses it back into Oldham. Into Ritzma, dribbled it off his foot, and it goes back to the Wildcats. In the Bronx with the turnover. Force the turnover. They'll get it back, trailing by 15, 35-20. We apologize for some of our streaming issues tonight.
Actually, not entirely on us for once.
No, it's not. Holloway fires from three off the right side. It's over the top of the backboard, and the rebound goes to the Wildcats. Tyler needs to be careful with the handout on the defense there on the inbounds. They've been calling that.
That's one there. They're not calling anything?
What did we call? What? Okay, the foul's on Kate Johnson, I guess.
I didn't see anyone indicate anything.
Up the floor, Ritzma loses the handle, but Ryder there to pick it up. Kick ball into the band. Bronx will keep it on the far side. The top of the key, shaky on him. Bronx in a man-to-man. Over to Funk. He'll hand it off to Benish. Up top, Kate by Wallace County. We'll take a break as well. Bronx trailing 35-22. You're watching Bronx basketball on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
2:13 to go, third quarter. Bronx trailing the Wildcats 35-22. The Wildcats have never trailed in this contest. They've led throughout. They've led by as many as 17. Will be Wildcat basketball along the far side. Benish on the right wing. Up top to Cade Funk. And a steal by Oldham. Oldham in the paint, hits the layup. Nice anticipation that time by Coulter Oldham. Coulter has 4. Coulter averaged 8.5 points a game last year. Pierce from the corner, 3 is off the front of the rim. And the rebound comes off to Shaky up the floor. Oldham missed it. He dribbled that away from the defender, then dribbled again. Long 3 out front. Good by Coy Dinkle.
Oh,
a 3 that should never have been. Isn't that always the case? Whistle out front. Foul on Cade Funk. That's his second. Maddox back into the lineup for Lakin. He has it on the right wing. From the elbow, Ryder over to Holloway. Dish to Ryder. Ritzma. The baby hook off the back of the rim. Rebound comes off to the Wildcats. Lob inside, read well by Adric, picks it off. In the paint, throws one up, no rim, but the rebound.
So 1 on.
And that'll be on Therian Hawkins, that's his second foul. 1 second to go. Holloway with the inbounds.
Nice
Shaky
toss.
Fires, wow. What nice catch and
That was right
fire
on
there.
too. Just a little high.
Yeah, about 3 feet too high, but it was definitely on line. And that'll do it for our third quarter. Bronx trail it by the score of 38-24. Another timeout. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this. Don't go away.
It's time to get involved with the Lakin Recreation Commission, 702 North Campbell in Lakin. The Lakin Rec Commission with a wellness center, aerobics, adult programs, youth programs, sewing, and more. For more information about all the great activities of the Lakin Rec Commission, call 620-355-7039. Community by promoting social interaction and the productive use of leisure time.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks along with Jared Hendricks. Thanks for joining us for Lady Bronx and Bronx basketball. Speaking of the Lady Bronx, congratulations on their season opening win, winning 59-42. Sammy Vogel leading the way with 13 points. Bronx original starting 5 back on the floor as we start this fourth quarter. Munson with it. Oldham with the fadeaway in the paint, got it. Oldham has scored 6 straight for the Bronx. And Oldham with 6 points.
Oh, that's us. That's us.
And a turnover gives it back to the Bronx. Pressure in the backcourt by the Wildcats. Up to Munson. Pablo turned and thought about it. Works it back out to Adric. Munson on the right wing. Coulter from the corner, 3, got it! Coulter Oldham from the corner hits the 3.
Saw that one going in too.
Colder with 9 points, all in this second half. And the lead back down to 9 for the Wildcats, just like it was at halftime. On the near wing, Cade Funk. Lob to Pierce. Pierce backing in. Nothing called. Rich Munson goes to the floor.
Oh, he lowered his shoulder good.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
Munson from the near wing finds Oldham. Oldham looking to drive, spin.
Travel.
And he walked
picked
with
up
it.
his foot.
Hawkins
Here comes one.
quickly back to Cade Funk.
Boom, there we go. They just keep shaking their head no when they run into us.
3 was missed. Colder with the rebound. To Shaky. Munson drives left side, spin move. Has it blocked by Pierce. This situation maybe, Eric maybe needs to fire that from 3 maybe. I don't know. Dinkle with the lay-in.
Hands.
That foul will go against Cade Funk. That's his 3rd. Ross Ryder into the Bronx lineup. Oldham at that one stretch from the 3rd to the start of the 4th quarter scored 9 straight for the Bronx. Ryder from the corner, 3 off the front of the rim, lead. Foul situation, Adric with 3, Maddox with 3. For Wallace County, Cade Johnson with 4, Cade Funk with 3. We'll be back up this way next week. As we come to Goodland, we'll travel through Sharon Springs on our way to Goodland for the Goodland topside tip-off. Lady Bronx first game Thursday afternoon at 3 o'clock Central Time. That's 3 o'clock Lakin time. And the boys play the nightcap that night at 9 o'clock against Goodland from the Max Jones Fieldhouse. Drive in the paint. Funk is fouled by Oldham. I'll give Colder credit on that one. If you're going to foul, get your money's worth.
Yep, might as well.
Don't worry about this touch foul, none of that other stuff. I'm just going to hack you. You want it? Earn it. Free throw missed by Funk. Tyler Holloway into the lineup for the Bronx. Cade Funk's second free throw, got it. Funk with 3 points on the night. He's 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
There we go.
Shaky on the dribble. Wallace County foul. That will go against Therian Hawkins. That's his 3rd. Over to Oldham on the wing. Steps through the defenders, won't go. Pierce with the rebound. Good move, just didn't get the finish. He'll hand it off to Hawkins. Tell you what, right now they're just letting Wallace County just run over our guys.
Yeah.
I missed who hit the layup for Wallace County there, but
Yeah, I have no idea.
ended up being a full timeout. I thought it was going to be a third. Adrian dribbles through the double team. Missed the layup, but grits the rebound. And he'll dribble it out, reset it for the Bronx. Lob to Oldham at the free throw line. Coulter in the paint. Can't get the floater to go. Ross Ryder follows. Ross Ryder with 4 points.
Good hands there by Holloway.
Holloway got a hand on it. Wildcats will keep it. That was awful close to Steph. I thought
if there was a line there, I'm pretty sure his foot was over it.
Caught it in the center court logo. I'll tell you what, if it wasn't, it was awful close.
Right on it.
Dinkle, the runner, off the back iron, won't go. Tyler Holloway with the rebound, and he'll bring it up himself. Now dish it off to Adric. Coulter in the paint. Tried to scoop it to Ryder, and stolen away by Cade Johnson. Johnson being run around in the backcourt.
Oh, that's off them.
That is off Wallace County. Oh, they somehow saved it in, especially in that first half was not good.
Probably a number they don't want to see either.
Oh, no, not at all.
But I bet they'll be reminded of it.
There's a charge. Shaky drawing his third charge of the night, and that is it for Cade Johnson. That will be his fifth. Kemper Benish will check in for the Wildcats. Cade Johnson will finish the night with 14 points. Coulter bobbles out front. Spin move.
Spin.
Got it. Nice move by Coulter Oldham. Not that he's not an athletic kid, but that was athletic there.
He got pretty far down the court just with that spin.
Benish fires from three. Left side short off the front of the rim. Ryder with the rebound. He'll give it up to Shaky. Up the floor, long pass. Beltran in the paint. Off the glass, too strong. Battling for it off the head of Ross, out of bounds. Right off the top of the noggin. Pablo back into the Bronx lineup. Benish up the far side. Now up the floor to Dinkle on the left wing. 2 minutes to play. Bronx need a run right here, trailing by 12, and a foul out front on Maddox. Now Pierce with Oldham on him, now with, that is Funk. Now top of the key to Dinkle. I've got him for 5, and that is in fact 5 on Maddox. Shaky back into the lineup. 1:17 to play. Therian Hawkins at the free throw line for the 1-and-1. Missed the free throw. Dinkle with the rebound. And he missed the putback, and Dinkle is hurt. Bronx on the run. They can't stop for Dinkle. Oldham missed the three. Oh, now he can run on the break. He couldn't run down on defense, but he can run on the break.
Coulter takes a charge, I'm pretty sure.
Takes the charge at midcourt.
I wanted to make a lot of jokes there, but I guess we'll let everyone else make them for themselves.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. Hey, this is a family show, right?
No.
Yeah.
We just try to make it fun.
Oldham with the inbounds.
It'd be a lot better if it wasn't. I think that was.
I think it was too.
For sure.
When Coulter took off dribbling with it, I thought, okay, got away with one. Late call on that one, but
yeah, because they weren't like fighting for the ball or anything.
I don't always or hardly ever agree, but Benish near side takes it to the wing. They'll back it back out.
That's a long ball.
And stolen away by Adric. Adric leaned in, was hoping for an and one opportunity, missed the layup, but he'll go to the line to shoot two.
He literally turned around too to make sure he was going to be there.
They foul called. It's on Ross Ryder. It's his second.
Smart one there.
And Benish will shoot three. First of three, hard off the back of the iron. At the conclusion, we'll have your stats. We'll talk to Bronc head coach Nate Schmidt. And we'll pack her up and head it home. At least we won't have to fight the wind going home like we did coming up. Thankfully, everybody made it okay and no incidents because, man, when we left Lakin, that wind was as strong as it had been for a while.
Yeah,
and the dust blowing and everything else.
We murdered several tumbleweeds today.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Benish hits one of three free throws.
Kick.
And a steal. And he missed the layup. Benish will follow and hit it.
I don't know where the kick ball was.
Ryder for three. Off the back iron. Adric with the rebound. And that'll do it. Bronx will lose it by the score of 48-35. And the first season opening loss for the Bronx in 7 seasons. They had won 6 straight coming into tonight. And next week, the Bronx will have to right the ship in the Topside Tip-Off Classic in Goodland. Well, we're going to take a timeout. And when we come back, we'll look at the game totals. We'll talk to Coach, and then we'll wrap it up and hit the road. I want to thank everybody for joining us here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. We'll be back after this.
Kearney County, a wonderful life opportunity, offers a wide range of opportunities to residents and visitors. Hunting, fishing, camping, golfing, and bowling provide recreation, plus the Lake and Rec Commission provides youth and adult programs in Lakin and Deerfield. Explore the rich history of the county by visiting the Kearney County Historical Museum or the historic sites throughout the county. Take advantage of what Kearney County has to offer. Contact Ralph Goodnight, Kearney County Economic Development, or on the web at www.kearneycountykansas.com.
I want to thank Kearney County Community Development. There's some things going on tomorrow in Lakin. Get out and enjoy the Christmas festivities in the city of Lakin. Tomorrow night is the lighted Christmas parade. Tomorrow's the Holly and Ivy craft show at the Memorial Building. So get out and take part of that. And, of course, with the parade tomorrow, Santa Claus making the visit on Main Street in Lakin tomorrow with the lighted parade tomorrow night. Look at some scoring. Job, Pablo. For Wallace County, Coy Dinkle leading the way with 17 points. Kate Johnson following with 14. About to lose my voice here. Evan Pierce with 8. Darian Hawkins with 3. Kate Funk with 3. And Kemper Benish with 3 there at the end. Calder Oldham leading the way with 11 points. All 11. 8 all came in the first half. Pablo Ariola with 4, Adria Gomez-Escabel with 4, Ross Ryder with 4, and Austin Ritzma off the bench with 4 as well. We're now joined by Bronc head coach Nate Schmidt. And, Coach, we had talked at halftime of the girls' game that with a young team there were going to be some struggles, but it doesn't do any good for tonight. But, hey, the effort was there. They played hard, just this team's going to have to learn to play together. It's one of those deals. I mean, they're all classmates, they're friends, but you've got to put it together on the floor and you got to mesh.
Yeah, we just didn't do that tonight. We only shot 6 free throws. We made 2 threes. We turned the ball over. I think I sat down for 10 or 11 times in the first half. We weren't real good. I mean, you only score 35 points. You're not going to beat a lot of teams, but we'll learn from it, and we'll get better. It's a long season, and we got a lot tougher tests coming next week. So we'll have to get prepared and get ready to go next week.
Oh, and the thing about it is, looking at tonight, there were some struggles definitely, but hey, this team's got a game under their belt now.
Mm-hmm.
Now they know. Welcome to the varsity game.
Mm-hmm.
None of them started last year besides Pablo and Coulter.
Mm-hmm.
So, they didn't really know what to expect. Now, hey, they can go back to practice and have a shoot around Sunday afternoon, go back to practice and get set and work on the things that they could do tonight and work to make some other things possible as well.
Yeah, it's tough, when you don't play well, but you gotta try to find a way to remain positive and try to build and get better. But I think we all learned tonight, you're going to compete at a high level, at the varsity level. You have to do a lot of things correctly. And I didn't think, it's a lot of times, you watch the JV play and you see a mistake here and a mistake here, and, that's the difference between JV and varsity. In varsity, you can't make those mistakes, and, we made a lot of those tonight. Where we have to be better in the future. But we're an extremely young, inexperienced team, and there was a lot of those guys' first real varsity game, real varsity minutes, and it showed tonight. We just, we didn't have a good night. That's, it wasn't pretty for us, but, we'll get back to work and try to put a better product on the floor the next game.
Coulter with his 11 points in the second half, I think that's one of those situations that he wants to step up and be the leader. He really made some things happen tonight, made some good moves. Some were good, some weren't so good with the finish, but I really thought in that second half Coulter stepped it up.
Yeah, I thought he was much more aggressive in the second half. We'll go back and we'll look. We have a lot of possessions where we didn't even get a shot and a lot of possessions where we didn't get a good shot. But I thought he was much more aggressive for us in the second half, and like I said, we got to get back to work. We need more time. We've had 12 practices with this group, and we saw this in the summer. We'd have some really really good games, and then some poor games, and again that's just some inconsistency in the youth. And when you look at it, honestly, you think you've got with Pablo, you think. Well, he's a senior. Well, he's played 1 year of varsity basketball, so he's technically a sophomore. Maddox was out with an injury, so he's technically a sophomore. And then, of course, we've got all those others, That's difficult, but it's a great experience, And in most teams, all those sophomores would be playing JV and getting some time and some learning and some building confidence, and we're throwing them out there in the fire. And, it showed a little bit tonight. And
talking about Maddox, 8 points tonight. And I'll tell you what, just – not necessarily Maddox, but I look at any player that plays with a big old knee brace on your knee. I just don't know. If that was me, I would never be confident when what my knee does. But, I mean, Maddox is out there taking charges. He's running up down the floor. But at times you think that's got to be a hindrance. But I really thought he played well tonight in his first varsity start.
Yeah. He did a good job for us. Maddox and all of the guys, they're great kids. Brett, they really, really are. They're good kids. They work hard. They act right. We just, we weren't real good tonight, and we've got to get better. And we'll be excited to get back to work next week and find a way to get better.
Well, unfortunately, the Bronx do not open the season with a win, but a chance to get back at it at Goodland, and always a fun weekend up at Goodland, and looking forward to it. Like you've always said in the years that I've known you, it's always another opportunity.
Yeah, that's what we talked to the guys about today. This is game one. It's opportunity number one, and you feel like you get a lot of opportunities, but they go fast. You got to make sure you take advantage of every one. And You know, we weren't. You know, I didn't feel we did a great job of taking advantage of it tonight. But you know, you also got to credit, you know, Sharon Springs. Like that's not a bad basketball team. You know, so a lot of the guys that they're playing right now are juniors and seniors that have been playing since they were sophomores. You know, so they there's just something to be said about being a 17, 18-year-old kid versus a 15 or 16-year-old kid. The physicality,
Exactly.
the maturity, you know, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, you know, in this year, but you know, we're going to have our hands full playing against some strong, experienced, athletic guys because you know our bodies just aren't quite there yet. But credit Sharon Springs, their coach did an excellent job. Their boys were ready, and you know they took it to us tonight.
Definitely did in the opener. But, Coach, as always, I appreciate your time coming up and
Thank
talking
you.
to us. And we probably went a little bit longer. You need to get down there with your team and you'll head back. But, as always, thank you. Appreciate it. Always
Thank you,
enjoy
Brett.
it.
Thank you, Blark. Appreciate
You
it.
bet.
Yep.
That's Bronx head coach Nate Schmidt. Once again, the Bronx lose it tonight by the score of 48-35. The ladies, with a season opening win, they beat Wallace County by the score of 59-42. I do apologize for some of the problems that we had tonight. Jared got them fixed for us, and hopefully you're able to enjoy it. And so I think that's going to do it for us here at Wallace County High School. Brett Hendricks along with Jared. I want to thank all the great sponsors that make Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube possible. I want to thank our camera people tonight, Gage during the girls game. I didn't catch the young lady that filmed for us in the boys game. And we'll make sure we try to recognize them as they do their work for us. So and a quick shout out to JD for all the things that JD does for us with the ads, the ins and outs. So he'll have more for us next week, but I appreciate everything he does. So everybody have a great weekend. We're back on the air next Thursday afternoon from the Goodland topside tip-off with the Lady Bronx and Norton Lady Blue Jays, and then the Bronx with the nightcap that day. So everybody have a great weekend, great week next week. We'll talk to you next Thursday.